think what separates me from everybody else is my mental, my work ethic, my risk taking, punching when people say I shouldn't, not moving when people think that I should.
The best pound-for-pound fighters in the world are almost always the guys with the fastest processing, the fastest thinking. And Crawford is that guy right now.
I'm still sharpening my tools, but at the same time, I'm learning on the job as well. I don't never want to feel like I'm done learning.
His mind is the strongest weapon. Like he's one of the smartest fighters of all time. His boxing IQ, that's what wins you fights. You know, the physical is the easy part, the mental is the hard part, and he has mastered that mental. He's been like that since a kid.
There we go.
Sharpen them tools. Sharpen them tools, bud. Double-edged sword.
There we go.
We're gonna cut him up like a steak.
He has a toolbox full of tools. And it's just about using the right tool at the right time.
We're getting there. We can fight tomorrow, but we still got a little more sharpening to do. Then we're gonna be ready. So we taking it how it come, one day at a time. Can't rush greatness.
You know, and if you look at his career, mention one elite fighter.
Because he could be avoided by the top name brand fighters, and also because he happened to come along at a time when there weren't a lot of name brand fighters in his division.
Oh, you haven't fought anybody and nobody know who you fought. You know exactly who I fought. You a fighter, you know. So why would you go out there and try to diminish the guys that I fought because you hear the media say that? None of that matters because I'm here now.
That he's comfortable at 168, you know, that he's been fighting there. He went and collected all the belts at that weight class.
A lot of experienced boxers think that Canelo and Crawford will have a huge fight. There are only a few days left until the big fight, and everyone is very excited. While some experts think Canelo will win, others think Crawford will beat the Mexican star. I am getting more and more excited as the fight gets closer.
It's too big. He will be like a slower, you know, because he will be bigger, he will be slower, you know. For a boxing fight, every boxing should be like a little like losing weight for speeding, you know, for light moving. It's not good for him, I think so, for Crawford. But I know that and I see that he can get win.
Here is a movie with the most up-to-date predictions for this historic fight. Before anything happened, Sebastian Fundora, a big American junior middleweight hopeful who is known for always putting pressure on opponents, said something brave about the fight that was about to happen. He said that Crawford was the best boxer and could beat anyone. He did say, though, that Crawford's weight would be tough. Fundora said Canelo is used to fighting at this weight and at the highest level. Bud will have to work very hard on fight night if he wants to win.
Crawford has a chance. He has a big chance, you know, being one of the pound-for-pound fighters of the world. But it's just the advantage of being there first. You know what to expect in that weight class. Crawford's coming off a 154 fight that he fought last year. So I really don't consider him even a 154. He's been fighting at 147 for a while. He had that one fight at 154. And then he stopped fighting for a year again. So, you know, of course, he's probably been training, you know, again, high-class fighter. But to be comfortable at 168, you're going to have to do some fights in there. And going in there fighting the undisputed champion.
Many people were also interested in Boot's fight with Canelo. Fundora also expressed his thoughts and feelings regarding the move. He thinks that Canelo's management made the right choice and that the change will help him a lot as he gets ready to fight Crawford. After that, Fundora said that the two fighters had very similar styles. This way of fighting is practiced so that it feels more normal when they use it in a real fight.
That a good move? I think it's good for Canelo's camp to have a fighter like Ennis. Because, yeah, he likes to switch right-handed, southpaw. I think Canelo probably didn't need that. But, you know, the fact that Ennis went might cause a little bit drama. I think he did it for a dramatic effect. But, you know, great fighter at 147.
A famous fighter who generated interest in the sport by assisting. Canelo, at his training camp for the Crawford fight, recently shared his thoughts on the match. They both thought Canelo would win the fight. Andis said that Canelo had the upper hand in this fight because he was lighter. Following that, he said that Canelo might only need one edge to beat Crawford, even though the Mexican star has many other big benefits. This is what I mean.
You know, that's a big jump, you know, to be, you know, going from 54 to 68. I mean, it's a great fight for boxing, you know, big fight for boxing. Yeah, you know, I think that I guess the world wants to see it. So, yeah.
Yeah. Do you think Crawford has a chance?
I think it's like a 50. You know, I'm gonna say it's like 60-40. Crawford. I mean, not Crawford. 60-40. Canelo or 70-30. Canelo. You know, Canelo been at the weight. He been fighting bigger guys, so he kind of like used to being at the weight.
On the other hand, Teddy Atlas has said that this strategy might not work and that he will be wrong in the ring on September 13th. He thinks that Canelo will lose badly instead of winning if this happens. Atlas also said that not working with another world winner in camp is not a good way to get ready for a world title. He also said that the right players needed to be selected because sparring serves a specific purpose. He didn't agree with most of what Canelo's people did.
He could put something on his social media that, you know, he got the better of my guy. Again, and my guy is one of the top guys we're talking about right now. So I avoided that. I would bring in specific sparring partners that knew how to be a sparring partner. Yeah, if I wanted something, I went over to him before the day started. Listen, I want you to do this. All right, I'm paying him. I have the right to do that. I want you to move more today. I want you to, you know what? I want you to press him a little. You know what? There was a fight I was getting a guy ready for.
Keith Thurman, on the other hand, praised Canelo's team and said it was a fantastic place to practice because Boots would put him in situations that were like real fights. Thurman even suggested that Canelo try it against Crawford. Like many others, he saw that both attackers had skills that were similar, which made the move stronger. He then said that this behavior made him think of the good old days, when he used similar methods to get what he wanted.
Class, that's, you know, I mean, it's the best switch hitter he can get. That's not his opponent, you know. His champions working with champions, you know. In the modern day and age, man, you don't get that a lot, you know. It reminds me back when I was supposed to fight Maltos Maidana, and I got Sean Porter for sparring.
Thank you, boss. You're the
you
best.
know?
As time went on and the fight got closer, Robert Garcia made the brave choice to pick Crawford. He said many people don't believe him, but he does. On paper, Garcia said that Canelo's fight looks easier than Bud's, but he stressed that anything can happen. After beating someone like Bud, he then said that Crawford was one of the smartest and most dangerous boxers in the business. He stressed that Crawford's skills, knowledge, and ability to change his style made him a real threat on fight night.
That's why a lot of people think Canelo is going to knock out Crawford, but I'm probably one of the only ones that I do give Crawford a chance. Yeah. I think Crawford could pull it off. Crawford is very talented. He's very fast. He's very smart in the ring. So I think a perfect fight, Crawford could pull off a decision.
Okay.
I think he could win a decision.
Some time ago, David Benavidez shared his thoughts on the fight. He doesn't care what other people think. He thinks Crawford has a good chance of beating Canelo. Besides that, he said Canelo would be surprised if Crawford fought the way he usually does. He went on to say that the fight was a real battle of kings because both fighters were very skilled, smart, and experienced. At the end, he said, "This fight looks like it will be a great one for the fans."
David, does Bud have a chance against Canelo?
I think he does, bro. I think if anybody could beat Canelo, I think Bud, his IQ and his experience will definitely help him through. It's just that, you know what I mean? He's going up 2 other weight classes when he had just went up to 154, so we'll see what happens. God bless for everything.
Also, Spikes, Crawford's coach, just gave a report on his training camp. Bud is training harder because the stakes are so high. Spikes says Crawford doesn't want to take any risks, that he works as hard here as at the other camps. But this one feels different and needs more. of his attention.
I mean, the intensity level is high as usual. I think that, you know, us being in a fight that we're counted out in and people are talking about the size and all that, I think that he's just been dialed in a little bit more. If there's any room to be more dialed in, you know, he's been more dialed in, you know, more focused, more, you know, just making sure that we're not taking any shortcuts. You know what I mean? It's just the same. He works hard every camp, so.
He also said that Canelo was one of the smartest fighters living right now. He also said that they are looking into perks besides his size that are crucial. Besides that, he talked about Canelo's ring IQ, speed, defense, knowledge, and ability to change strategies after seeing many fights.
First and foremost, Canelo is a smart fighter. Like, people are more concerned looking at the size, but Canelo is an intelligent boxer. There's always a method to what he's doing. So let me just make that clear. We're not going in there just looking at size. Canelo is smart. Canelo set traps. He has good timing, solid defense. You know what I mean? And, you know, it's respect given to Canelo and everything that he's accomplished. He's seen every style. He's overcome a lot of obstacles that he's been faced.
He did say that. The most important thing was that Crawford was doing well in camp and keeping his weight, speed, and agility.
Picking the right tool at the right time is going to beat this guy. We're prepared for every situation possible, whether it's on the ropes, center of the ring, wherever you want to put it. We're prepared for any and every scenario come fight night.
Nelson, Crawford's workout partner, has also said that Bud is pretty strong. After that, he mentioned that he had gotten into a fight with Terrence. Even though he wants to stay calm and quiet, Bud Crawford is the only person who can help him understand himself. Then he said that his strong punches and smart moves in the ring give him a big edge over his opponents and make it hard for them to catch him.
He always hold his heat. He always hold himself down. He always hold his ground, man. And people just don't know until they get in the ring. And they always say, just like Errol said, man, Bud power is real. It's real, man. And it's like, people say what he can and shouldn't and couldn't and haven't been. Like, that's what makes people great. Anybody that's ever been great, they always did something that people didn't expect.
Correct.
And that's going to be Bud. He's going to do something that nobody is expecting.
Ray Robinson said the fight was also a win for the other side. He said that the event was exciting for boxing fans because it had two of the best fighters going head-to-head. He also talked about the situations in which each fighter has a better chance of winning. According to him, Canelo would do better in a close fight, while Crawford would do better at longer distances. He then said that this war is different because both sides could win.
If it go to distance, I think Crawford will win. But if Canelo, you know, touch him, you know, it might be a little different. But honestly, I don't know. You know, I think it's gonna be a hell of a fight, and I think it's more of the fans win. You know what I mean? It's two great fighters fighting each other at their best. So it's definitely going to be, you know, an amazing fight, and I think the fans win more than.
Even though people have different points of view, one thing is certain. It will be challenging for Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Crawford to fight. What makes things intriguing and fun is the difference between styles and skills. Canelo is bigger, stronger, and has fought many times in heavier weight classes. Bud, on the other hand, is faster, smarter, and more attentive than everyone else. The fighters can both change how fast they're going at any time. Fans can look forward to an exciting fight that will change the course of boxing history forever.
Bud talks a brilliant game, and he's walked the walk continuously. And he has probably the best boxing IQ in the game. I probably, and you know, Canelo's my guy, but I probably lean slightly to Crawford in this fight, which, you know, me and you debated over a coffee downstairs. I know that I think you maybe go the other way, but I think that Canelo will be a favourite going in, but it wouldn't surprise me at all if Crawford.
First, let's take a look at how these two players are doing in the weight room. Canelo Alvarez doesn't think about anything else while he's getting ready for this huge fight. His camp stresses how important it is to work hard, be smart, and be in excellent shape for fight night. He works out every day to be ready for anything that might happen in the ring. He works on getting faster, stronger, and able to last longer. He's calm, sure of himself, and driven. He is resilient and has endured numerous challenging nights.
That's all they do, yeah. That's a stylistic matchup, you know, and it's going to be a completely different stylistic matchup between him and Bud, and I think it's going to make for an...
He works hard too, which shows that he wants to stay ahead and show off. Once again, I find myself. This fight is crucial to Canelo, so he pays close attention. People who know him well can tell he's excited by the way he trains, making sure he doesn't mess up. Because he knows Crawford is dangerous, he stays focused and motivated. While he trains, it's clear that he's doing everything possible to be at his best on fight night. But Terence Crawford is working out more than normal to get ready for this important game. Most of his training is based on focus, consistency, and the drive to do really well on fight night. His goal is to get in better shape, move better, and hit harder so that when he steps into the ring, everything is perfect. Crawford is focused and eager even though he is up against a well-known opponent. He seems to want to show something. He trains carefully and gently, which shows that he is hungry and sure of himself. Also, the goal of each class is to move forward by making small changes that add up over time. Some people like him because they think he can keep his cool and work on the job at hand. He works harder every day because he knows how good Canelo is. Crawford works very hard to get ready for the fight. He's all set to give it his all. Boxing fans are getting more and more excited about the fight between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford. Both users and fans are looking forward to each new update. They guess how the fight will turn out by listening to what the fighters say in practice and training camps. Even tougher is the fact that everyone seems to have a positive view of things. Many people who support Canelo think that their king will beat Crawford in the ring because he is big, strong, and smart. Crawford's supporters, on the other hand, think that his speed, skill, and ability to change will help him win. Last, let us know if you made it this far. Tell us what you think about this very important fight. What you think will happen is also very important. Leave a comment with your vote and why you chose that option. What do you think? Canelo is strong and has a lot of experience. Will Crawford's speed, agility, and flexibility surprise everyone and help him win? Leave your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and follow. Thanks a lot for your help. Keep an eye out for more news stories and changes